Handicap 127 Sports presents the Pizza Planet 253 from the Florida International Speedway Road Course, located in Daytona Beach, Florida. Originally, this race was supposed to be set at the San Diego Naval Carando base, but due to certain circumstances, the Fictional Piston Cup Series races at the famous Florida Road Course for the second year in a row, marking the second road course race of the 2026 season. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Cruz Ramirez on the pole for the 7th time in 2026, with Daniel Suarez last year's winner in this race. In row 2, Conrad Camber with Rich Mixon in the 36 Tank Coat car. In row 3, Marcus Krenzler with Carl Reeves in the 86 Pizza Planet car. In row 4, Cal Weathers with Chase Racelaw, who won 2 road course races in 2024. In row 5, JP Drive with Shane Van Gaskenbergen on the hunt for his first win in the FPC since last year. In row 6, Ryan Laney, the 2024 COTA race winner with Shea Hollis in the 68 N2O Cola car. In row 7, Chris Roman, the 11 Combustor car with part-time racer Todd Marcus filling in the empty spot in the entry list after Michael Roeder withdrawn from this race. In row 8, Brian Spark with Bubba Wheelhouse trying to win this race after a heartbreak at the Glen. In row 9, rookie Eric Breaker with Brandon Powercar trying to get back in the points lead against Ramirez. In row 10, rookies Herb Kerbler with Tim Treadless, the race winner at the Glen a month ago. In row 11, Lightning McQueen trying to break the pressure from the race fans with Bobby Swift in the 19 Octane Gain car. In row 12, rookie Tango Speedstar, all ready with experience after making his first start here last year with veteran Gogo Logano in the 22 Fiber Fuel car. In row 13, William Byrev with Steve LePage in the 34 Trunk Fresh car. In row 14, Ed Truncan with rookie Nick Schiff in the 93 Spearmint car. In row 15, last week's winner Colin Bargain with teammate Master Dragon 4000, the Florida 500 winner in the 69 South Point car. In row 16, Jim Rebrick with Speedy Common in the 21 Blinker car. In row 17, Jay McPillar with Rex Rover in the 80 Gaskets car. In row 18, Jesse Lane with Jackson Storm in the 20 IGNT Art car. And starting in row 19 is Sheldon Shifter with terrible speed in practice and qualifying. Our weather for tonight is a warm 84 degrees Fahrenheit with 7-mile-per-hour winds from the north and cloudy skies. Here is our race analysis mixed with track facts, 4 laps, 14.28 miles around the 3.57 mile racetrack with 14 turns, 31 degrees of banking in turns 7, 8, 11, and 12, 19 degrees in the tri-oval, 3 in the backstretch, and pit road speed is 55 miles per hour. The pace car is off to the pits. Meanwhile, Cruz Ramirez and Daniel Suarez are ready to leap the field to the green flag. This is road course race number 2 out of 3 here at the Florida International Speedway. We're green for the Pizza Planet 253. Laney, Roman, and Hollis already 3 wide along with JP Drive. As they're entering the first corners, they're going to have to slow down to move through the S's really smoothly right here. Conrad Camber almost hits the wall in the S's as Van Gaskenbergen already made it 4 wide and he's trying to advance up beyond the top 10. As he's currently sitting in 11th right there, entering and exiting the International Horseshoe. Now here you go towards the boot. You're going to slowly navigate it because you don't want to go too fast, hit an arm pole wall or something else. Here you come, entering and exiting the second horseshoe. Carl Reeves trying to catch up to the number 7 of Daniel Suarez, and Suarez trying to catch up to Ramirez as Cal Weathers is off the course, and he's gonna go back in unless if he doesn't cut a corner or anything else. If he cut a corner, that equals a penalty as the leaders exit the infield road course and into the first bank corner, which is turns 1 and 2 in the oval. Suarez on the draft with the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez, and about the double yellow line. No penalties if you cross that there, unlike the oval races. Alright, here they come towards the backstretch at 180 miles per hour. Aim the brakes and letting go of the acceleration through the bus stop. Entering and exiting right here. This part is pretty fast. The brakes is mostly recommended because you don't want to go hitting one of those safer barriers or going off the course and hitting another car. As they're exiting turn number 4 from the oval, Suarez and Ramirez battling to lead the first lap as they enter the bus stop in the front stretch. Now exiting it. Who's going to lead the first lap as they enter the tri-oval? It's going to be Ramirez or Daniel Suarez. And coming back to the start-finish line, it's going to be Suarez. Suarez leads the first lap and earns 5 bonus points. As it looked like the 51 Ramirez got it, but it was Suarez by the scoring as Ed Truncan is going back on the racetrack and he's going to enter the first corner of the racetrack. Suarez also is the fastest car on the racetrack. As I said, racetrack multiple times. As you're looking at Conrad Camber in 5th place, entering and exiting the International Horseshoe. Van Gaskenbergen is slowly gaining speed against the number 82 car, pulling the other racers beyond the top 5. Ready to come exiting the boot and entering the 2nd horseshoe in the racetrack. Rich Mixon looked like he was about to go off course. Meanwhile, Van Gaskenbergen is advancing his position against Conrad Camber. Ramirez back in the lead against number 7 of Suarez. Even though that happened already, now you're going to ride along with Shane Van Gaskenbergen with the shifting and other stuff. And also the speedometer. He's going 120 miles per hour, now beyond 120. Now he's going 150. He's in the 3rd gear. Once he enters turn number 2, he's going to make the switch to 4th gear, which he did already. Now 180 miles per hour. He's the fastest part of the racetrack. And along the way, we have 2 bus stops on the front and back straightaway. He's going to go back to 3rd gear and 2nd gear. He's trying to catch the Rich Mixon. 130 miles per hour. We got a car sideways. The 22 Agogo Logano. Sheldon Shifter is also in trouble. The 67 hits the 22, and we're under the first caution of the night here at Florida. Huge hits for the number 67 and 22. It's a 92 with Sheldon Shifter is trying to recover and line up with the rest of the field. Once the caution comes out, the entire field is frozen. And also whenever there's a spin, the blue flags will be waving to know that there's a local incident. And we have more trouble. The 24 William Byrev runs over the number 32 with Colin Bargan once they entered that bus stop. I wonder why Byrev didn't even slow it on time. Alright, here's a look at what just happened. What brought out the yellow flag. The 92 with Sheldon Shifter went through the left rear of Gogo Logano, turned him sideways for no reason. And then they entered the bus stop right here, started drifting, and Sheldon Shifter realized he's in trouble. Almost got hit by the number 93, and the 67 Jim Reddick runs over the number 22. Master Dragon 4000 almost got a piece of it as he was trying to accelerate, trying to avoid all that calamity. Number 20 and 31 almost got hit by the 19, or they did. Here's a look at it again. And we have no other camera angles, so we're going to ride along with the onboard cams of Sheldon Shifter and the 22 of Logano. Now here's the 22's camera. It's a 67 car, as I said earlier. The 92 goes sideways. Now look at Sheldon Shifter. He goes sideways on the outside of the bus stop. Also 67 starts spinning around. Nobody has dropped out of the race yet, as Rex Reveler is trying to go back to the rear of the field since he was in the pits as the race begun. Now here's a look at the 24. Yep, he didn't slow down in time, but unfortunately ran over the number 32 of Colin Bargan. Well, this season's already terrible, and that's going to make it worse. By having a terrible points finish, now you're along with Colin Bargan. The 32 is upset with the 24 team already. Alright, we're going to step aside for a bit since we're under yellow here at the Florida Road Course for the Pizza Planet 253. Welcome back to the Florida International Super Speedway for the Pizza Planet 253. We're ready to go back green next time by. The lights are up the pace car and want to do a 2-lap shootout of overtime. So if the leaders get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checkered flag. And if they wreck before the leaders get the white flag, we're going to have to restart again. And as always, we're going to have a limited attempts. And we barely have overtime this season, maybe because of the longer races. Well, that's a big win for the race fans watching this event and the other, and also for me myself covering these races. As they enter the backstretch and the racetrack, they're going to restart double foul once they pass those sponsor signs or right now. There we go. Ramirez is going to restart to the bottom, Suarez to the top, and Van Gaskenbergen in 5th place. This could be a chance for him to try to get his first career win after starting in this series since 2025, which was last year. William Byers trying to catch up to the field, but unfortunately he's going to have to pit again since he tried to repair under caution, but it wasn't efficient enough. And Rex Revler trying to catch up to the rest of the field. Thank goodness for the caution, otherwise he's going to keep continuing falling down way lower than the top 10. Even though he's the highest racer in the standings without a race win. Here they come. They're coming out turn number 3 and entering turn 4 from the oval. Rex Revler scored the last car in the field, but it's going to be William Byrev. So the scoring is a bit inaccurate for that. Here we go. We're ready for a 2-lap shootout of overtime. We have not had overtime in a long time. As the pace car will make a hard left turn back to the pits. Daniel Suarez versus Cruz Ramirez for the race win. Versus Shane Van Gaskenbergen. We're going to find out as they cross to the restart zone. Overtime restart number 1 is underway here at Florida. Daniel Suarez in command of this race with 2 laps to go as they enter the first corner. William Byron in the pits, Rex Revler trying to pass number 31 of Jesse Lane. Rich Mixon dropping speed. No, it's Daniel Suarez dropping in speed. Shane Van Gaskenbergen is in 2nd place trying to battle the 51 of Cruz Ramirez as they enter the International Horseshoe. Van Gaskenbergen trying to pass the 51 cleanly because he is not a dirty racer. He will only wreck you if you see that coming. Here they come, entering, exiting the booth. Van Gaskenbergen in command of this race as Ramirez is trying to pass number 97. But instead she's struggling to figure out the 97's technique because Van Gaskenbergen is a pretty good road racer. Daniel Suarez in 3rd place. He is trying to catch up to Ramirez and trying to get away from the number 86 of Carl Reeves. Here they come, entering the bank turns. The turn number 1 and 2 from the oval, which are the 7th and 8th corner. And you're looking at Cal Weathers. Tango Speedstar is trying to pass Brandon Powercar for 20th place because Speedstar went to finish better than 20th in this race. This was his first of a racetrack. Here they come, entering, exiting the bus stop. Van Gaskenbergen trying to haul away from the 51 of Cruz Ramirez and the 7 of Daniel Suarez and the rest of the field. William Byron far away from trying to catch up to Rex Revler and the others since he was in the pits and went to go to the pits in a road course race. It's over for you. The day is over for the night. Here they come, entering and exiting the bus stop on the front stretch. They're trying to get the white flag so this race could be over. Shane Van Gaskenbergen entering the tri-oval. He's going to try to get the white flag. 1 lap to go. Here we go. He got it. Last lap here at Florida for the Pizza Planet 253, and he clocked the fastest lap in the race. In the 92 of Sheldon Shifter around, the 19 of Bobby Swift hits him in the entrance of Pear Road. He still stayed green. He stayed green. No caution is out. Yellow's in out. And unfortunately, Sheldon Shifter and Bobby Swift's day are also over. Now you're looking at the battle for 3rd place. Daniel Suarez versus Carl Reeves. Reeves almost had the opportunity being in 3rd, but instead Daniel Suarez is going to haul away from the 86 car. Van Gaskenbergen's leaving a 2 or 3 second lead against Ramirez as they enter and exit the International. No, that's the boot, and now they're entering the 2nd horseshoe. Van Gaskenbergen has a few more corners to go to get his first career win in the Fictional Piston Cup Series as he enters turn number 1 and 2 in the oval. Brandon Powercar off the racetrack. Again, no penalty for him. He's going to fall back a few positions lower. as Cullenberg and Tango Speed start battling against each other for the 20th position. And a few other racers. Light McQueen in 30th or worse. That's bad for him. Now coming out of the backstretch into turn number 3 and turn 4 for the final time from the oval. Van Gaskenbergen from Auckland, New Zealand. He's going to try to win his first Fictional Piston Cup Series race. As he's entering turn number 14 for the final time. Here he goes, entering and exiting it. Here we go, into the tri-oval. Shane Van Gaskenbergen is officially a Fictional Piston Cup Series winner. Congratulations to Shane Van Gaspergen for winning the 2026 Pizza Planet 253. A great job for the number 97 team. And Ramirez is still in the championship lead after that second place finish. Alright, we're going to take a look at what just happened once the leaders got the white flag with Sheldon Shifter and Bobby Swift. Or can we get a roll that replay right now? I guess not. We're still showing the unofficial results because after post-race inspection, we'll show who actually finished. Alright, here's what happened with the number 92. He was exiting the bus stop in the front stretch. Then the number 92, no, the 28 of the Team Titleist just turned sideways for no reason. Yeah, like that. And Bobby Swift might have missed that corner on the bus stop, and he's trying to enter the pits, and then the 92 was in front of him. Hits him hard. Man. 19 stands sideways right there, and he's going to go back to his pit box. I'll have to number 92. It's already been abysmal for Bobby Swift since the end of 2024. I wonder what's happening with the number 19 team. Alright, he's looking at it again. Whammo. That's right along with Lightning McQueen. Alright, that's right along with Sheldon Shifter. Just got turned sideways for no reason. Huge right side hit for number 92. And we're going to have a few more onboard cameras posted later on his YouTube channel, so stay on the lookout for that. And the number 93 of Sheldon, of his Nick Shift, and the number 31 of Jesse Lane made contact with each other. Is that a post-race tantrum or what? Here are the official results. Shane Van Gaskenbergen is the fastest car of the night with a lap time of 1 minute and 51.997 seconds and an average speed of 114.882 miles per hour on the final lap. You'll earn that bonus point after a swift way to take the race win away from the championship leader. Here are the standings after this race. Shane Van Gaskenbergen has moved to the top 10, and he is looking forward to Sonoma to gain more points. Cruz Ramirez stretched her points lead against Power Car by 30 seconds. Tron has unfortunately fallen to 35th in the standings, which makes him ineligible for the 32 car in-season challenge, along with the racers lower than him, and there are a few other changes you can view for yourself. Here's the bracket for the FPC in-season challenge, as this is a 5-week stretch from Sonoma to Indianapolis. Don't forget to tune in next week for the Dynaco Light 350 from the Sonoma Raceway, located in Sonoma, California, starting Wednesday, June 24th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern and 3:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe so you don't miss the in-season challenge and the rest of the 2026 season, and become a channel member for future benefits as a viewer of this channel. This is the Candy Cat 27, signing out.